Field McConnell has linked the British Bankers Association. Who or what is the British Bankers Association? Well, there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that it is the most powerful financial entity in the world. And it might have a number of titles. One good example be the Worshipful Company of International Bankers, but it's a City of London-based operation that came into existence in 1919, so well before the Second World War. And of course, the British Bankers Association, and I would love to find out who the original or founder members were, but I assume they were people like HSBC and N.M. Rothschilds and Barclays and Coots, etc., etc. I would assume that these bankers that formed the foundation or the association, they did it for a specific purpose. And my sense is, in 1919, the year after the First World War, they realized they had failed to achieve what they wanted to with the First World War, which was the overthrow of sovereign governments, in particular in the United States of America and the United Kingdom. And so they realized that they were going to have to put a lot of money together to finance the Second World War. They had already identified a man who might very well be described in terms that may be appropriate to the present incumbent in the White House. But they had identified a man in Vienna who was a half-baked hero of World War I, who was a pedophile pimp and working in a Vienna brothel for men. His name is Adolf Hitler. And because of the life he led and the customers he serviced and arranged to amuse with children, he was in possession of some extraordinarily incriminating photographs. And if he wasn't in possession of those photographs, that was because he'd sold them to British intelligence. And British intelligence, and behind British intelligence, the British Bankers Association, knew that with these photographs, they could extort concessions and changes in people's attitudes and behavior that would be extremely deep-reaching and offer the possibility that in World War II, they would be more successful than they were in World War I. So the British Bankers Association is very long in the tooth. I suppose it goes back, I believe the Bank of England was formed in 1615, but we are talking about 400 or 500 years of involvement of the banking sector in the City of London with international crimes and genocides and imperial control of trade routes that I think, when it's fully unraveled by the cloud-centric crime scene investigation, will change our understanding of history for a long, long time.